Senor y senoritas, it is 5/10. That is the month, the day. 2021 is the year. It's about 2 o'clock. I don't know why the fuck I'm telling you guys the time. That doesn't really matter. Honestly, none of this does, but that's besides the point. What the point of this story is, morals and ethics. Now, people call me a womanizer. That's probably going to be something I state in a lot of my videos because people like me. And I don't just mean women in general, but like typically when people see me, it's with a female, not a dude. And it's not because I don't care for dudes. It's just like, for me personally, I don't know how to really make a dude connection. Like, I don't talk sports. I do sports. I don't really have any carpentry skills. Like, I guess for me to get along with a dude, they're going to have to be more of like a nerd anime type of dude because I do like that type of shit. I know I do not look like the stereotype to fit the image for that, but like, imaging, what the fuck is that anyways? Like, in this real world, yeah, there is a stereotype, and I do understand where some stereotypes could come from because I've seen 100 guys that look just like you, and every time I asked them, they said they did the exact same shit as you, so I assumed I made an ass out of me because I seen 100 guys that look like you. I assumed I made an ass out of me. I'm saying that twice for a good reason. I made an ass out of me because I just looked at you and your gear seemed to match the rest. So obviously you fit with them. Do you not? Do you not live in the basement with your parents and play video games all the time? Because you look like one of those people. You're kind of overweight. You seem to be unmotivated. Like, are you not one of those people? No, I'm not one of those people. I'm actually a pretty damn active person. Like, I will admit I did grow up on video games, but that was only for about, like, shit, when I started playing. I want to say probably about the ages of 6 to 17. No, I definitely played it when I had a girlfriend. 18, roughly, 19. I still play video games, but when it comes to frequency, it's not nowhere nearly as much as I used to. Like, I used to play video games so much, I would literally start the game, and I'd check outside. Like, not really check and pay attention, but I'd glance. Oh, there's sun. Video game, glance again. The fuck? Huh, next time I'm gonna check the clock. Oh, there's the sun. No, it's only noon. 9? When the fuck did that happen? So, like, literally, games used to be my life for a good portion of my youth, but that's because of the whole entire communication being different, people not understanding, people not wanting to understand, people not spending time with me. So it's like, you learn where you can learn, and you grow in an environment that you can grow in, regardless of the environment that you're put into. And gaming is the environment that I could grow in. Like, this is way before online gaming, which may have, I don't know, that possibly could have affected my upbringing a lot more with the online gaming, being able to connect and actually make friends off of gaming. But due to the fact that when I played video games, it was me, myself, and I was making friends with that computer. That was, like, not computer, but I was making friends with the console, more or less, because, like, there was nobody to communicate with because the servers were not, well, now, I don't think online gaming was really, like, aside from online gaming on the computer, online gaming using consoles was not really that big at the time, so it wasn't as easy. And even then, I feel like I still wouldn't have been able to do it because I wasn't born into one, but also I wasn't even adopted into a financially stable family. So, like, even if online gaming was an option, I still think I probably wouldn't have been able to afford it. And on the off chance that, like, I could have been able to afford it and I may have made a friend and the friend may have wanted to pay my way through, I'm not a type of person that likes to have handouts, because how I think of a handout, this is supposed to be about a booty call story. I know I had a thought process, but we'll get into that, like, 7 minutes into this bitch. But like, I'm not the type of person to take handouts because how I see handouts are like strings connected to them, and that it's not always the case. And for sure, when I give people help, there's no strings attached to it. Like, in all honesty, if there was, the only thing I'd ever ask for you is to continue being nice to others. That is the only thing I will ever ask if I'm helping you. But That's me. But when I think of other people, because you are not me and I am not you, we all think differently, and I have been around people that try to use and manipulate other people, so I've understood. Just because they're smiling and extending just because they're smiling and extending their hand, it does not necessarily mean they're always doing it out of kindness. This is how deals are confirmed, are they not? So when I extend my hand, am I here to help you, or am I here to confirm a deal that you don't know about yet? But then again, when it comes to stuff like that, it's just like integrity, respect, wholesomeness, and at the same time, we ain't obligated to do shit. Like, yeah, I made a deal with you, but shit happens. But like I said, integrity, respect, and I guess word of mouth deals and handshake deals are respected to some people, not to everybody. But at the same time, if there's no contract, I have no legal ramifications. But at the same time, if there is a contract, I still say screw the legal ramifications, because of the fact of the matter is, if you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit, and I will go through hell just to prove that shit. And put me through hell, but there's always one way I can always escape. I'm not against it. Pro-life, right? So pro-choice to do what the fuck I want to. Like, I don't give a fuck what you do. Just don't be destructive with it. Alright, now, this is a story about morals and ethics. I chose my morals and ethics over what most people, I believe. Honestly, I don't think most people would do this, but at the same time, like, all depends on the situation, all depends on the person. But, like, I went out last night, which would have been 5/9/2021, for a booty call. And this happened around the times of 10 to about 11, like, this all happened within an hour, so I think I'm pretty good for fucking. But, like, 10:20 something to about, like, 11:27. I remembered 11:27 because I remembered looking at the shit, like, 11:25. Fuck, this bitch is 2 minutes off. Grab up my phone. 11:27. That's the only reason I remember it. Like, my memory is only good if I either get hurt from the shit, I can make a joke out of it, or I can connect it to something. And then even then, it's like, you're gonna have to tell me a little bit so I can remember it. Like, I know what you're talking about, but warm me up. Let's stretch with this conversation first before we jump into the bitch. Because, ooh, I ain't ready yet. So, I just remembered, I hit her up. She's like, are you horny? And I'm just like, I wasn't thinking about it, but like, I guess it's nighttime. There ain't shit else to do, so why the fuck not? So I end up having to get my shit around because, like I said, I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't prepared. I didn't really think about it. I just hit her up and she like, you want to smash? I'm like, I'm a guy. I'm sorry. Shoot me. I have needs that aren't being met. And somebody wanted to meet my needs, so fuck you. That's the point of, I go out there, which is actually isn't too far from me, but I go there and I get out my car and this blonde-haired chick gets out of her car, which is a van. I want to say like it's 2008 Townhome Country, I think it is. Townhome Country. That sounds like a fucking mom and pop place. I don't know. Like it's a van. And I'm not going to go any more details because I don't know shit about vehicles. I don't even know why the hell I'm telling you guys. Like I told you, I don't know shit about vehicles, but I know it was a man. That's about it. And she walks past me as I'm going this way. And I have to go up some stairs. And I go up the stairs. And I literally knock on her door, my signature. And I'm waiting for her to answer. I'm just thinking, for a booty call, it's just taking forever. But like, I'm standing there, and from where her upstairs is, it's kind of like a balcony area. It's like, it's one of those go up, twist, go up, and then you're right there. And then like, there's a balcony that you can see people down, and you can see the other side of the stairs. So I was just like looking out there, just kind of waiting, not trying to be awkward. Dog behind me barking and shit. And neighbor, hey, shut the fuck up! I hope you're talking to the dog, but okay. So I'm just waiting, I see the blonde-haired chick again, and she's like, excuse me, do you have jumper cables? And I'm just thinking, do I? Yeah, and I give her a quick response, yeah, but at the same time, I said yeah, and then I was thinking, but do I really do I really have jumper cables? Because I will admit I do exchange my shit out and inside of the car multiple times, and I try not to take out shit that I feel like are going to be essential for car needs and car purposes. Like, I do believe you should have a set list of shit you keep in your car 24/7 no matter what, because you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. One of them is definitely a pair of jumper cables, which is what I've had on me because I've had issues where I've needed jumper cables. So duh. Like, I believe if you've never had the issue, you generally do not worry about it. So when people have shit that I don't have, I'm just thinking, what the fuck did you have to go through that you need this? And honestly, I had a boss like that too. It's like, I know I have a bunch of stuff that you guys have never used before, but believe me when I say this, and like I said, I've been through this shit before. He's like, believe me when I say this, I have needed all this before, and I'm just having this for safety. I'm just like, amen to that. Amen. I cannot argue with you. Like, yeah, I might not know what the fuck it's for, but don't mean it's not important. So I told her, yeah, not realizing if I really did or didn't have jumper cables. I did. See, that's what that color thing is. That's jumper cables right here. So I left them in here, and the thing is, they weren't necessarily long enough, but that wasn't too much of a problem because, oh yeah, I didn't explain what the fuck happened. Clearly her battery died out. I guess it could have been a bad battery, drain battery, something like that, but her battery died out because she said she left her keys in her ignition, she left the lights on, stuff like that. So more of her having like a ditz moment, just forgetting, a busy moment. Easy way to say it, a blonde joke, but I didn't feel like doing that. But like, she has that moment, which is understandable. We all have moments and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, sure. And literally, as I agreed to help her, the booty call opened the door, ass naked. I'm just like, oh, this was a booty call, wasn't it? So I had waters with me. I had like 2 or 3 waters. So I just quickly like put it in the doorway. I explained to her like, I'm sorry, like, hey, but I'm sorry, one of your neighbors or one of the people who lives here, I don't remember exactly what I said, just asked me for help. She's having issues with her car. She needs a jump. I'm just thinking, am I still gonna have sex after this? Like, as I'm explaining this, because, like, the fact of the matter is, I'm thinking like that because there are some people in this world that are so petty, like, no, you cannot help somebody, you cannot help another one, how dare you, no, and I'm just thinking to myself in the back of my head as I'm explaining this to her, like, am I still gonna be able to bang? At the same time, I'm thinking, if I'm not able to still continuously bang after that, honestly, she's not a good person. I should probably not be around her or ever try to screw her, because the fact of the matter is, why would you be upset for me helping somebody else? And for the fact of the matter that we're not dating, but that's still beside this point. Like, even if I was in a relationship with somebody, like, why would you be upset for me helping, being kind, being considerate? Like, I only helped jump her car, and that is it, and that is all I ever planned on intending doing. Like, I didn't even intend on helping anybody. I didn't even intend on having sex that night, let alone doing all the shit that I did. So the fact of the matter is, I was just thinking, that'd be rude as fuck. Like, literally, I know I came over to bang, but at the same time, I didn't even think I was gonna bang. Like, I don't plan anything due to the fact that, like, I'm the type of person that gets very emotionally upset and angry, and I know when I get angry and emotionally upset, it's just a bad look for me. I don't like how I feel like that, so I figure keep it controlled and contained. So the only way to keep it controlled and contained is just by living living every day, just day by day. Like, do I have plans to be successful? Fuck yeah, I do. Do I have steps to do it? Not quite yet, but that's the only thing that I'm actually going to plan. I'm going to plan my successes, but I'm not going to plan on others and plan with others because of the fact that everybody changes and shit happens. I can only plan my life. Like, I could try to plan, like, if I eventually have a kid, I could try to plan their life, but I can never plan the fact that they're gonna have emotional issues. I can't plan the fact that somebody may be dumb enough to touch them and now I have a dead body hidden somewhere on my property. Like, I can't plan the fact that they're gonna maybe crash or roll their car. Like, I cannot plan any of that, so I can't be ready. So literally, I have to tackle every single day, like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going to happen, but I do hope it's going to be a good day. And some days end good, some days end bad, some days just end. So, I was just literally thinking, how is she going to take this when I come back? Because I literally just knocked down the door and said, I'm sorry, I have to go. Like, how do you react to that? And she seemed to actually take it pretty fine, but I'm going to go on to the blonde-haired story. So I end up going downstairs, and I go out to my car, and I'm thinking, do I have these bitches? Do I have these bitches? And I open the back door, I'm like, yes, I have these bitches. And I pop my trunk, not pop my trunk. I turn on the car, pop my front hood, and then we tried to attach the jumper cables. And the fact of the matter is, like, where everything was situated, it was too short. And another thing, like, I don't know shit about cars, like I said earlier, but she didn't know shit about cars either, so it made it even more funny. Like, I don't know shit about cars, but I at least know how to jump a vehicle because I've had to do this shit so many fucking times. It's not even funny anymore. So, like, I know what to look for in the general area of how to jump a vehicle. The red, not the blue doofus. It could be blue, the red, the blue, the red, the black, the red, and whatever the other color is. Because red seems to always be it. That's always going to be red. Unless somebody's gonna comment, no, nigga, it's used to be black and black, blank and blank. So it's like, it's always been red in my mind. Red and black, if not red and blue, if not red and whatever the fuck the other color is. So I know that the red goes on the red, and the blue/black goes on the black, if not any type of ground. So when she was trying to hook it up on hers, she was like, this says to jumpstart. Or to jump. Like, it said something very misleading, and I could understand it because I am a literal person. If you tell me something and I'm not understanding if you are joking or not, which is why I literally take everything as a joke unless somebody actually isn't meaning. Like, if you say you're going to kill me, I'm going to laugh at you because I think you're kidding, but then you try to kill me, then I'm going to be like, oh, this nigga's serious, and I'm like, oh, this nigga's serious, okay. Then I'm going to seriously start laughing because I'm ready to whoop your ass. Like, I can solemnly tell if you're joking or not because of the fact that I'm literally kidding 90% of the times because I am serious all the time. Like, I say 90% of the times I'm kidding because nobody takes any of the things I say seriously until I actually put actions to it. So I'm like, choose to believe me and choose to don't. I don't care what you choose to believe, but find out when you find out. So, laugh at me if you will, and laugh at me if you won't. I don't give a fuck. You'll find out when you find out. And just like me, I figure out. I'll find out when I find out. So are you kidding? I don't know. But in some situations, I hope you are. In some situations, I hope you're not. Just all depends. So, like, it said jump start or some shit like that. And actually, it wasn't that. It was actually her fuse box. I knew that because I've seen another set of fuse boxes. That's the only other reason. And but the battery was underneath, and everything that she needed and everything that we needed was actually underneath that spot. So it's like, it was helpful, but it really wasn't because she ended up pulling the, I want to say the fuse box is right here. Because like I said, the battery was right here. So the fuse box was literally right here. And then we just had to go underneath that to be able to connect both of the prongs. Which wasn't too bad, but that was... No, we had that fuse box instant before we moved the vehicles. But I had to end up moving my vehicle into a backup situation because I pulled in forward thinking backing up might help with the distance, and it kind of did. But we also had to get her car to get into neutral, and since we were on a decline, well, she was parked in the incline, so there's a decline. She literally just put her car in neutral, rolled it down a little bit. I watched and queued for her to stop, and we end up hooking up, and me telling her, don't let these two touch. She's like, oh, I at least know that about cars. I'm like, yeah, and I do too. So I end up putting them both on, and then end up charging her car. She tries to turn it on right away. Obviously, it doesn't work. But like, I revved my engine a little bit more, gave it a couple more seconds. It worked. Like, it wasn't a bad battery. Like I told you, light ran out. Too much energy was used and drained. So I unhook hers first. Yeah, I unhook hers first, and I'm walking to mine. I'm literally having a conversation with her, and I fucking ditz out, and I have them both in my hands. Fuck. And I have both of them in my hands. I kind of have them like this, not even thinking too much about it. And as we were talking, they end up coming together and they spark. I'm like, oh, that's why they say they don't want these fuckers to touch. But I just thought it was hilarious because I told her, all right, you know, not to let these two motherfuckers touch. And I've also noticed that too. Typically, things that I either warn people about, laugh at them about, I either end up going through or experience it, like not even necessarily personally myself, or I just like experience it where I'm seeing somebody else go through. I'm just like, didn't I just want another motherfucker about this? So I just kind of find it a little bit funny that I end up touching myself. Touching those, nothing obviously. After some sparks flying, I didn't get hurt, she didn't get hurt. Honestly, the whole situation went pretty damn smoothly. Like, there was no conflicts of interest. She was very nice. I was nice about it. She thanked me for her help. I said no problem. I wished her a good night, and she wished me a good night, and then we parted our ways. And then I went back to the girl that I was having a booty call session with. And we got back together with that situation, and I explained to her, I'm sorry I had to be a hero. Like, you don't get to choose when to be a hero. You are a hero 24/7. A job like that is something you don't just get to quit. And honestly, I've done so many things. Like, I could tell you guys, but that'd seem narcissistic or egotistical of me. But, like, even some things I could tell you guys may not even seem credible because what's proof? I did not take photos and videos of every interaction I've had that I've helped people. But I will admit, I did take some video of me helping her. But it's more of me and her talking. Like, you don't see her whatsoever. You just see my face. I might try to put it into this video somehow. I don't know yet. Like, literally, I believe in doing what you believe. Not doing and believe, but I believe in mean what you say and say what you mean. And when I tell people be kind and considerate, I don't just say that to say that. And I don't just say that to say it. I say that because I mean that. And that means if you ever catch me, you could easily catch me being kind and considerate. I will admit, I do come off to the public view kind of like very, leave me the fuck alone, because I literally I have a hat on, I'll have my hood up, I'll have my sunglasses on, I'll even have headphones on. I will look like the most antisocial motherfucker, which confuses the fuck out of me when people still approach me and still try to talk to me. Like, what part of this screams, hello, can you have a conversation with me, please? The fuck? But at the same time, I'm not like, bitch, do you not see me trying to coexist with you? Leave me the fuck alone. I'm like, hi, how's your day? Because kindness is key. Like, I'm not being hypocritical when I'm being nice to strangers, because I am a nice person in general. It's just if you catch me off guard, you're gonna think I am mean and rude, and go ahead, assume what you want to, make an ass out of yourself. I'm fine with that. But take the time to learn me and you'll learn more about me, and you'll learn there's a lot more to me. But if you catch me in one incident and assume and judge me off of that one incident, then you don't know shit about me. And I'm sorry that you saw me in that bad picture, but if you keep scrolling through the gallery, you'll see better pictures of me. But I figured, how am I going to be a hypocrite? I try not to be hypocritical, but I will admit, I do be being hypocritical sometimes. But when it comes to being kind and considerate, that's one thing I'm not hypocritical about. When it comes to being nice to kids, that's another thing I'm not hypocritical about. When it comes to being mainly kind of considerate and nice to kids, because a lot of other things I'll admit I do waver back and forth. Like, be positive. I'll admit I'm fucking human. I'm not always positive. Sometimes I'm down in the slumps, depression touches me, and sometimes I just don't want to do shit. Sometimes I let people's voices and words bug me. Sometimes I even let my own voices bug me. I'm just saying, like, be flexible with life. Nothing is perfect, and a lot of things is what you make it in your head. And some things are physically things that you cannot change, but instead of sitting and wallowing in the filth, look through the mess and try to figure out where you can find the joy in it. Like, I'm the type of person to be in a cesspool and be like, it's all muddy and disgusting, but be thinking, at least my hair is clean. There's no mess up here. I'm the type of person to be in a cesspool and be like, it's all messy and all disgusting, but be like, at least there's still aspects of me that are dry. Like, this could easily be worse, because I could be in the cesspool fighting for my life against, I don't know, a human, a bear, a different type of monster that I can't stand. I'm just telling you, it could always be worse, and that's where my mind goes. So it makes me smile about the situation that I'm in, because I'm like, what shit? I know my fucking car tire done flew off on a highway while I was going 90. But shit, nigga, I could have been Actually, I would have been better. But I could have been dead. But instead, I'm out here with you, officer, trying to fill out this police report. I don't know what the fuck happened. It's just, bad automotives. Maybe I didn't get enough checkup. I'm sorry. I wasn't working a good enough job to pay me enough to continuously go to places to keep my car checked. I don't even have enough money to get my actual body checked. I don't even have enough money to get my actual body check. So what does it mean I get this body check? I'm just telling you, officer, I'm not rich enough to go to the hospital or the body shop. I'm just trying to live until my body just stops. It is what it is. I try to make the world a better place. I start off by trying to be a better person for it. But I hope you guys enjoyed my story. I'm sorry I can't go straight on with stories, but I learned how to tell stories off of watching movies, which not watching movies, but watching TV shows, which is why this is like about 24 minutes. An average TV show is about anywhere between 19 minutes to 23 minutes, and I gave you guys some fillers in between the fact that I'm telling the story. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoy your day, and I hope you guys spread peace, positivity, and love.